In 29, you could start by trying to factor this. Anytime you want to solve a quadratic, try to get it equal to 0. I already give up because I don't know. I think it's probably going to need the quadratic formula when I look at the choices on this multiple choice test, right? If they all have a square root and an I, I'm not going to come up with the factors that this thing factors to, all right? So let's go ahead and use x equals negative b over 2a plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Do you remember when we did this, we would do the discriminant first? We did the b squared minus 4ac first. Remember that? So b squared minus 4 times a times c. 1 minus 8 is negative 7. So I know that we have two complex solutions, also called roots. All right? If the discriminant is negative, there are two complex roots. If it's positive, there's two real roots. If it's 0, there's one real solution. Okay? So now I go back to my quadratic formula, and I plug in the rest of the stuff. The opposite of b over 2a plus minus the square root of, I pre-calculated this stuff. It's negative 7 over 2a. 2 times a half is 1, right? So my denominator is 1. So I have negative 1 plus minus the square root of negative 7. The square root of negative 7 is I root 7. For some reason, when the book company wrote the answers, they put the I after the root 7. That's not really proper. Another note that I wanted to make was that 29 had two answers. A and D are both the same, and they're both right. That won't happen on the final. There's one answer. That concludes problem 29.